I did all this shit just to get the opportunity to succeed. That's what people don't fucking understand, man. If people see the end result, I remember that guy saying, my God, man, I can't believe what the fuck I've just done. I put everything, ruin relationships, ruin this, ruin that, put everything on. In fact, I have to become someone in this world. It comes from a disgusting place of not being fulfilled in your life, of afraid of dying, having never accomplished anything. That's a fear that some people run away from, that people don't want to face. When you have a real fear of dying and being just another person, that I live to pay the bills, I made $1,000 a month. It didn't make me feel good. I wanted to, the first time in my life, after 26 years, it was 24, 25, wherever I was, I wanted to feel good about myself.
It is hard to look at that situation and really understand it. And it's horrible to look back at it now and know that we didn't do anything about it. But what can we do with it? How can we apply this to everyday life? You got to go down swinging. And I'll tell you this, if you fight with all you've got, more often than not, you won't go down at all. You win. But you got to make that attitude part of your everyday life. The extra rep, the extra mile, the extra round, the right choices to make yourself stronger mentally and physically. Stand and fight. Fight against weakness and against fear. Fight back. Go down swinging. Give every day everything you've got. And when you face a challenge, even something where you don't believe you can win, but if you can't win, remember this: you have nothing to lose.
When your hands stop becoming really calloused, it's time to get back to work. That's where it starts. It's that mentality. That's that mentality I never want to lose. I never want to get so nice with, oh, yeah, I did it, man. I did it. I did it, I'm good. That mentality of I'm willing to pick up that shovel and I'm willing to dig a 3-mile line, there's something about that mentality that I'm ready to go to work at any time. And that's what keeps me, those are the sparks. Like, I look at motivation as just a spark. It's like kindling. How a big fire starts, it starts with a little smoke. It starts with a little cigarette being thrown in the woods. Next thing you know, all California's fucking burn up. That's what I've been doing my whole life, is I find these little sparks. And once that little thing takes off, that's a 1 hour fuel. Then you got 10-hour fuel. Then you can move that thing to a 10,000 hour fuel. These big logs and big trees that burn for days. And that's where you want to bring that motivation. That's where you want to bring that drive. I'm never satisfied with, oh, I did that. Like, I became a SEAL. I was an Air Force guy. I became a SEAL. I went to Ranger School. I tried out for Delta Force twice. I'm always looking for what is next. I'm trying to grow. And a lot of times, you don't want to be the only person that's making yourself grow. I'm 43. I'm getting back in shape, I'm fucking getting these health issues taken care of that I had. And I started, once again, Google's amazing shit. Hardcore fucking jobs, pretty much, hard ass fucking, that's, I found the first, like the first race, hardest races in the world. So basically I started finding this wildland firefight. Like, what the fuck is wildland firefight? Started Googling that, started Googling smoke jumpers. I'm like, what the fuck these guys do? What? They jump out of planes and attack small fires? I'm like, that's the shit. So I'm like, okay, we can put down a list. And okay, hot shots. What's the hot shot do? They go out with, big fires and they dig fire line. I'm like, fuck, what's dig fire line? And I saw a video of it. I'm like, that shit looks like it sucks. It's hot. You're out there on your own. You're out there digging a 3-mile fire line, literally a 3-mile fire line. You're cutting down these fucking huge ass trees to dig this fire line, and the fire line is like 20 to 18 inches for 3 miles. And you got like fucking 12 people digging this shit. And I'm out there thinking, man, this is some of the hardest fucking work I've done in my life. And it's that challenge that you can't find sometimes by going to the gym or by running, a 100-mile race. It's that new challenge of like, hey, and you get done digging, all right, you worked 17 hours, 16, 17 hours, you get your fucking little fucking sleeping mat out, shack down, boom, right there on the floor, right there on the ground, get up, dig some more. I used that to my whole life, man. Hey, this summer at 43, you went out there and you did that, man. So, you're not giving up yet. You're not done yet. Not today. You're not done today. I saw myself 6 months, a year later, whatever it's going to take me to do it. I saw myself walking across that stage, getting that fucking certificate of graduation from Buds. And I was able to be there at 300 fucking pounds. And that feeling that I was nowhere near that fucking feeling, I was able to put myself there 1,000,000 times every fucking day. And that feeling of like, my God, that is going to feel fucking amazing. That's what made me suffer. That's what allowed the pain to be real and say, this is worth it. I want to feel for this fucking next 18 months. It took me 18 fucking months to finally become a Navy SEAL, to finally, just get through Buds. 18 months, it's 6 months. It took me 18. That's what woke me up every fucking morning was, I'm gonna put myself through this much fucking pain and suffering for a few seconds. That's all it is. A few seconds of joy. And it's so fucking worth it, man. That's what people don't get. So I'm able to put myself at the finish line, even though I have no finish line, but at the finish line of an event before I even start the motherfucker to say, how are you gonna feel at the end of this? If this is my home, this is what I am, I had to always reset the bar. I had to reset my new norm. There always had to be a new norm. So one thing we don't do is we don't have a new norm. My new norm is you get up every fucking morning at 4 o'clock and you suffer. This is your new norm. That became my new fucking life. Most people want to get out of it. I said, no, motherfucker, this is your new life. This is who you are. Your new norm is you wake up and you suffer. What has helped me has been me alone, getting my shit together and being accountable for who I'm not and who I want to be. It's the only thing that's helped me. If I put my 100% into what's in front of me, I will destroy it. I didn't go deep into the dungeon of my soul to say, okay, what is making you a quitter? What is making you a weak man? What is making you afraid? And so that's why I kept on quitting and going back to start, or not knowing how to get through hard times. We can't quit. So I kept on putting the sword back in the daggone fire, and I just beat it harder. And I beat it harder. Before I knew it, I started realizing, all right, man, the brain is starting to get hard. The brain is starting to get hard. I'm no longer a theorist. I'm now a practitioner. I put it in hell. I dissected it while it's in hell, because you can't dissect anything in a normal environment. You can't dissect anything in 72-degree weather. You must put it in the fucking freezer and freeze the fuck out of it. And then you dissect it. Dissect it when it's miserable. Dissect the brain when all it's thinking about is, I need to get out of here, man. I want to get out of the fucking freezer. Open the door. And you said, nah, 5 more seconds, man. 5 more seconds in the freezer. And that's when you start to pick that brain apart. And that's what all this stuff did to me. I kept on putting myself back into the freezer or the fire and beating the shit out of myself, mentally and physically. Before I knew it, this is what happened.